Good morning, friends. You are most welcome to Think Eyes channel. Today we are going to discuss Practicing Anthropology by MAAN IGNOU, and our topic is disaster management. Let us begin the topic. Defining disaster. Disasters have affected the human population since its inception. They have always been a danger for the human civilization, and some evidence also suggests that the entire civilization was washed away by disasters. One of the earliest evidence of floods washing away the human settlement is recorded by archaeologists as dating back to the Indus Valley Civilization 3000 BC to 1200 BC. It has been argued that one of the main causes of the decline of earliest civilization was floods, Sahani 1956. Another instance of floods playing havoc comes from the work of Bibi Lal 1955, who carried out excavations at Hastinapur, Mawana Tehsil of Meerut district, Uttar Pradesh, and in Upper Ganga and Satluj basins. Hastinapur is the capital city which is mentioned in the epic of Mahabharata. According to the ancient Indian literature, the regime of Nishakshu, the fifth ruler after the Mahabharata battle, there occurred a flood in the Ganga, which washed away Hastinapur and the capital was shifted to Kaushambi. This event is established by an excavation carried out at the site, which indicates that a heavy flood in Ganga washed a considerable portion of the painted grey ware settlement period 2 or phase 2 at Hastinapur, which resulted in the desertion of the site for some time to come. In this context, disaster can be seen as destructive agents, but what we are calling disaster here, X-floods, are actually natural hazards that occur in a particular geographical location. These hazards are transformed into disasters when they come in close contact with the human population and thus affected lives and property. Thus, in this sense, disaster occur when environment and the society come together. It can be defined as occurring due to the nexus between environment and society. However, coming to the modern times, which is marked by industrialization and technological advancement, a third dimension is added to the above mentioned dyad, and that is technology. These disasters can be viewed as emerging out of a nexus between environment, society, and technology. This triad talks about another kind of disaster, which we call as man-made disasters, where technological advancement, development, and society are at loggerheads. The term disaster originated from a French word désastre, which is made up of two words, des meaning bad or evil and astre meaning star. Thus, disaster means a bad star. Here, the term is associated with an event on which there is no human control and something which is supernatural and extraterrestrial. People also associate disaster with religion, where it is said to occur due to the fury of God. These beliefs are widely held even today, whatever it may be, but one thing is for sure, that for most of the natural disasters, it can be said that human beings have little control. At present, the maximum we can do is to know beforehand about a tsunami, floods, like cyclone, etc., but cannot do anything to stop them. But another line of thinking regarding the occurrence of natural disaster says that since human beings have exploited their mother nature by various developmental activities, as a result of that, we are facing global warming, which in turn is responsible for various disasters. By this argument, every disaster is man made, but still we differentiate between the natural and the man made disaster on the basis of the extent of control human beings have on the occurrence of such events. There is another basis on which disaster can be divided into two types: disaster occurring suddenly, that is, disaster having a sudden onset, and the others having slow onset. In the first category, we can keep disasters like earthquakes, floods, etc. And in the second category, we can keep disasters like drought. But whatever be the nature of their occurrence, sudden or slow, they are all encompassing events that affect almost every aspect of the society. The Disaster Management Act 2005 has defined disasters in these terms. Disaster means a catastrophe, mishap, calamity, or grave occurrence in any area arising from natural or man made causes or by accident or negligence, which results in substantial loss of life or human suffering or damages to and destruction of property or damage to and degradation of environment and is of such a nature or magnitude as to be beyond the coping capacity of the community of the affected area. This definition brings out two important characteristics of the term disaster, which can be stated as under. Apart from loss of life and damage to property, disaster also includes those events that are a serious threat to the environment and may cause environmental degradation. Also, disasters are of such a nature and magnitude that they are beyond the coping capacity, also called as resilience of the community. This suggests that to cope with the event, community requires external support and help. This suggests that to cope with the event, community requires external support and help. Activity: look into the Disaster Management Act 2005 and see what provisions are made in this act for managing disasters. Thank you very much.